So if we look at this map of all the Indo-European languages, we see the green, I mentioned before, are the Slavic languages. The dark blue is, of course, the Romance languages, and you will see geographically that Romania and Moldova are quite separate from the other blue languages in the Western Europe. But then I also mentioned the red languages, which are Germanic languages. And not only did they include German and Dutch and English, but they also include the Scandinavian languages. So Icelandic, Norwegian, Danish, and Swedish are called North Germanic languages. They basically descend from the Nordic languages, the languages of the Vikings and so forth. But there are many other colors. Depending on how large, of course, you can see here. If we go to Great Britain or go to the UK, we can see Ireland and Scotland, and there's even a part in northern France that's orange. And these, of course, are the Celtic languages. Some Celtic languages include Irish Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic, Manx, Cornish, Welsh, and then in France, they speak Breton in a place called Brittany, and Breton descends from a group of people that moved from Britannia during the Roman days, and they were there in Brittany. They moved. They were the Britons. Okay, so Celtic languages are also Indo-European languages. If we continue and we continue going to Southern Europe, you'll see that there are some other colors. Okay, the first color I want you to notice is the light blue color in the Balkans. This light blue color is the Albanian language. Albanian is its own branch of the Indo-European languages. It evolved from an Indo-European language, but today it's separated from the others. So it's not considered a Slavic language, for example. And Albania is spoken not just in Albania, but also parts of Montenegro, Kosovo, and North Macedonia. And just a few months ago, I went back to Skopje, Macedonia, where there are a lot of Albanian speakers, and I was able to hear people speak Albanian. Go further south, we'll see a yellow color, and that yellow color is Greek. Okay, the Greek languages evolved from what's called Hellenic languages. And of course, most Greeks are spoken in Greece today, but there are minority communities even in Turkey and all around the world. And they again evolved from their own branch, which is called Hellenic. If we look at the Caucasus, which is in southern Russia, in between the green color and the brown color, you might see a purple color. The purple represents the language of Armenian, which is also spoken in its neighboring countries of Georgia and Azerbaijan. Armenia is a very old language, and again, it is Indo-European, and it makes up its own branch. Then once we get to the brown color, you'll see that it goes all the way through from Turkey all the way to Bangladesh. And so if we're looking at the western side, we have languages like Kurdish, which is an Iranian language spoken in Turkey, Syria, and parts of Iraq. When we get into Iran, we have Persian, and Persian comes in three forms. One is Farsi, which is spoken in Iran. Go next door to Afghanistan, and they speak a language called Dari. And then in the former Soviet Republic of Tajikistan, they speak Tajik. And these three languages are considered Persian. In Afghanistan, they also speak a language called Pashto. Between Iran and Pakistan, there's another language called Baluchi. In Pakistan, as well as in northern India, this is where we get to what are called the Indo-Aryan languages. And these are the languages that evolved from Sanskrit. So Urdu is the official language of Pakistan. Hindi is spoken in India, but there are many other languages, including Gujarati, Punjabi, and I believe it's called Marathi is a part of it. In Nepal, they speak Nepalese. In Sri Lanka, they speak a language called Sinhalese. And then in Bangladesh, they speak Bengali, as well as they also speak Bengali in West Bengal, which is part of India. There's also another language called Assamese, which is spoken in the north part of Bangladesh and parts of India. So all in all, this is a massive, massive group of languages. And we have, everything from Icelandic to Sinhalese and Portuguese to Taji. Now, they're all very different. It doesn't mean that if we speak one, we can understand another one. However, they all have this common ancestor, this Proto-Indo-European language that started somewhere in parts of Ukraine, Russia, and Belarus, and then migrated. And so it's a very, very interesting thing because of a history and, of course, of colonialism and other factors. People mostly speak English around the world. French is spoken by hundreds of millions of people. Spanish, of course, Portuguese, German, etc. So most of the world's languages, especially very popular languages, again, like the English, French, Spanish, at one time Dutch, German, Italian also is spoken outside of Italy too. And so many, many billions of people will speak an Indo-European language.